It is morning in America here. And it is William having a tangerine breakfast here. um, I knew that once this pandemic started, that it's gonna, well, it has brought into relief. It has brought to the forefront everything that was wrong with America in the past decade. Everything that was awful with America has just now been brought into relief with this COVID-19 pandemic that the country, the world is going through. And it's it's sad, and it's certainly depressing and certainly frustrating, and for a homeless man, it certainly makes things a bit more complicated. It's like after the last decade looking for a little relief and just not getting it. And now, with the pandemic, it just has brought everything to the forefront. It's more than water, of course. I'm sitting out here, in the morning air of Wethersfield because I didn't feel like sitting in my shit at the, Super 8 hotel I was paying full market price for, that offered no maid service. The last 2 days I was paying full market value for. So, I'd rather sit out here in the open air instead of sit in my shit, with dirty linens, dirty towels, dirty bathroom, in a Super 8 hotel I'm paying full market value for. And somehow I should be grateful because they let me in. Where so many other motels, hotels in Wethersfield would not. Being a stinky homeless man. But the pandemic's really brought into relief the horror of the last 10 years. It's brought into relief the divisions between people, between races, between genders, between cities, between towns, between all the divisions that were a part of the 1 years. It's just been brought into relief of the past month or so with this pandemic. So water aside, I'm sitting here at this Burger King in Wethersfield, and not looking for breakfast necessarily, primarily because last time that I tried to get breakfast here, the kids wouldn't serve me. So, I kept rapping at the window and rapping at the window and rapping at the window, and they just, it's like, oh, I don't know, who's that person there? It's like, they all kind of run and disappear. So, anyways, I was using the drive-through because the dining room is closed, and it's been closed for the past 2 or 3 weeks. So you can't go into the dining room anymore. All right. So I used to be able to go into the dining room, and the bathroom was open too. So, but they closed that down for it's just avoid the stink, I guess. So, and then of course after they closed the dining room, then they shifted the hours that the drive-through was open. So they changed, they not only shut down the dining room, but they also changed the hours of the drive-through. So keep up with me here. So so if you want a cup of coffee in the morning, you better get to know somebody, buddy. Welcome to this great land of ours, So they changed the hours, of the dining room. Then they changed the hours of the drive-through. And still, if you didn't have like a car, then you couldn't get service. So you had to be like, on your toes and hope you know somebody here in Wethersfield that would have a car, like one of these plenty of free parking boys and girls in the parking lot these days in Wethersfield. You better hope somebody has a car that you can, drive through and then pay, of course, for the food they give you here at the Burger King. Ah, the good old days. Signs of the times. It's William here in Wethersfield. Just enjoying the morning here and having a picnic outside for a change at the Burger King.